This past month. They actually held it at the Live Oak Theater grounds outside. It was a good setup, and people showed up. Glad we got to share the story with them. And it gave me a little chance to channel my acting juices one way or another. I also went back to New York. I had to take care of some family business. And I did, the day I arrived. Of course, got in quality time with my granddaughter, my stepdaughter's boyfriend, my sister, and my niece. And met some new people, made some new connections, and just enjoyed being with them during the Christmas season. I have yet to be able to do that with my granddaughter or niece. It's hard getting up to New York for the holidays. Wish they'd come down here. It's a lot warmer. But it was nice to share a little Christmas thing. Got to see the Christmas tree and see the little elf on the shelf thing going on with my granddaughter. That was pretty cute. And we went ice skating. Haven't been on a pair of ice skates in like 24, 25 years. I did do okay. I fell, but only because someone cut in front of me really fast, and I'm not skilled at braking or swerving that good. I'm okay. It was just kind of awkward, but still an enjoyable time. I was having to help my sister move some stuff from the old house. It was a little bittersweet having to go back into the old house where she lived with Mom and moving some of their things out of the house, looking at it one last time. I didn't even really plan it this way, but the day I left New York to come back to Florida was the 1-year anniversary of Mom's passing. So that's a lot to take in. But we honor her, keep her spirit alive. And made it back to Florida. I did get to see Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker at a very unique theater. There's a place here in Florida called The Villages. It's a community. They have all kinds of things there. And my wife does a silver sneaker booth. And it was inside the lobby of this theater called the Barnstorm Theater. It looks like a barn. Never seen a movie theater like that. And they had a tractor inside, rakes hanging from the walls, all kinds of farm equipment. Not what I was expecting. But the theater itself is high quality, and it was a satisfying ending to the Star Wars saga as we know it. And then we went to Busch Gardens to get pictures with Santa and Rudolph and Clarice and Bumble. It was fun. They do a really nice job setting up the park with all the lights and decorations. It was a fun time. We did go on Christmas Day, which we will never do ever again. That place was mobbed. And we went because we made reservations to eat at their buffet there. And the buffet was so-so. I think for the price I paid, I was expecting a little more. It just seemed very basic to me. And there's such long lines and just wall-to-wall people. I like people, but I'm not a fan of huge crowds. Nope, so never again. My wife and I both agree. We found enjoyment of the day. We did enjoy Christmas no matter what. And that's going to be a wrap. 2019. So how would I summarize the whole year in a few words for me? It was a year of closing chapters and opening chapters. New experiences. Growing artistically and creatively in some ways. Launching the podcast was the biggest thing I did this year. And going through all the struggles of getting guests, setting up websites, getting business cards. I did it. I really did it. I had lots of help. I'm so grateful for the guests that have been on this show. Thank you so much for your time and your stories and your inspiration. Your art does matter and your stories matter. thank you for being on the show. Very grateful for that time in August with the family. That means so much to me. That we created these new memories, doing things together and enjoying each other's company. Now, it's one thing to go to these places just kind of like, oh, I don't want to be around these people. They're annoying me. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm hungry. But not us. We enjoy being around each other. And that means the world to me. And what I really want most out of life now, more than anything, is time. I know that time is fleeting. I did not think in a million years my mom would go that way. I thought she had at least 20 more years in her. So that goes to show you that you don't know when your time is up. And what time you do have on this planet, make it count. Leave a positive mark. Do something for someone else. Be of service. Spend time with people you care about, with people you love, with family that you love being around. Enjoy them. Especially for me, wanting to be around my granddaughter and niece and seeing them grow up. But me being more of a presence in their lives. My niece lost her grandmother, and I'm sure she's wondering where I am. She gets me in little spurts here and there, and we have such a good time. I love making her laugh. It was cute that the night I spent over with my niece and my sister, my niece wanted to have a little slumber party with me. It's one of those special memories I have now. And I want more of that. You have limited time, people. You may think you have all the time in the world, but you don't. It's going to catch up to you. And I turned 49. Next year, I'm going to turn 50. So, I'm due for a midlife crisis. No. I would like to think a midlife rejuvenation, a midlife awakening, a midlife shift, a midlife pivot, I want to say. By the time I turn 50, things will turn around in a way that's a lot more positive and fulfilling. And I'm striving to get there. I want to find a way. I want to learn more. I want to grow. I hope all of you can do that too. There have been times I've been wondering about the podcast because it's like, I got to look for another guest. I got to interview them. I got to get their episode ready. I have to edit. I have to make the show notes. Is it really worth it? Do I keep doing this? But I get this feeling, maybe even a little voice inside my head that says, keep going. Stay the course. Like, okay, I better stay with it. Better keep going. We'll see where it leads. I know from other podcasts that sometimes the thing you think you should be doing turns into something different and sets you on a path that you never even dreamed of following and going on. But it can be another fulfilling path that leads to many other opportunities that you didn't even think existed or were possible. That's the mindset. That's the focus I want to have in 2020. What are your goals, aspirations? And most importantly, what is your purpose in this world? And it may not come easy, but if you feel a nudge or you feel drawn to something that you may want to pursue or learn about or explore, go for it. Give it a whirl. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. At least you tried. But you got to take action. If anything I've learned is sitting on your butt will get you nowhere. You have to take action. And you might be surprised what you find out about yourself and your next chapter. So, thank you one and all for being a part of this chapter of my life and listening to the Artist Matters podcast. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. and give me a 5-star review. I would appreciate it so much. It'd be a great way to ring in the new year. And check out my guests. Maybe one of them is performing in your area in a cover band, or you want to order jewelry from one of them, go see a play that one of them is putting on, buy a book by them. There's so much you can do to support the artists on the show and others. They're out there, and their story matters. That's what it's all about. And I will see you all in 2020. Can't believe it's here. Hope you enjoyed this show and all the previous episodes. It's been great recapping the year and looking forward to 2020. Enjoy your New Year's. Hope your celebrations are fun, enjoyable, memorable, and safe. And I will see you all next year with more guests on the show and more things to look forward to. All right. So, Happy New Year. And of course, no matter where you go, let your creativity flow.